Jay Slides wants to know, what's your opinion on TBS coming back? It is Chin. Thank you. So for those of you who don't know, there was a TBS Lounge live stream where Trappy talked about some of the things that have happened to the company in the last 3 or 4 years and addressed some of the, like, where has TBS been? TBS has always been a very innovative company, always got something new coming out. Famously, when Immersion RC was about to drop Ghost, and Ghost was this new 2.4 gigahertz control link, then TBS dropped Tracer and was like, hey, we've been working on this forever. Oh, did you guys want that? I'm being a little sarcastic, but so the fact that, like, Express LRS on some level has been eating TBS's lunch, like, on some level, like, there's people who are now very offended, like, no, there's no comparison between Express LRS and TBS. TBS is way better. Look, just from pure market share perspective, Express LRS has been eating TBS's lunch. That's just a fact. And part of that is because Express LRS offers a feature set and a price point that people find compelling. Part of that is because TBS hasn't been making enough product for people to buy. Their shit has just been out of stock. And, like, lots of things are out of stock, but Express LRS receivers aren't out of stock. Someone's making one that you can buy. So apparently, according to this TBS Lounge, there have been some internal politics between the owners of the company. Trappy, I haven't watched the thing. I just watched Madstech's video about it, and then I heard people talking about it. I haven't actually sat down to watch it yet. Bad reviewer, I guess, or bad reporter. But what I'm hearing is that there was some internal politics. A part owner of the company or a co-owner of the company, like, tried to nuke the company. And the bottom line is that right now, according to this video, Trappy is the sole owner of the company, and basically, we're back, baby, is going to try to get TBS back into the sort of, position that we know them to be capable of being. And that's pretty exciting. It's interesting because Express LRS has shown that people want certain things from a control link that Crossfire doesn't offer. Right? Things like higher packet rates and lower latency, specifically. It would be very interesting to see a company like TBS deliver the kind of hardware quality and ease of use that we know TBS is capable of, and that Express LRS often doesn't have. Depending on who you buy your hardware from, the hardware could be shitty. And as far as ease of use goes, oh, Express LRS. Sorry, Express LRS. You're not easy to use. Not for most people. So it would be very interesting to see TBS take another crack at Tracer and Crossfire to try to make them address some of those things that the market wants that they don't offer. It would also be really interesting because TBS was always a very strong player in the analog video category. But analog video is much less prominent than it was. It's still very significant. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, analog is dead, but, like, a lot of people have switched over to digital in one form or another. And it really feels like TBS is missing out by not having a piece of that action. I have heard people say it's pointless. I have heard people say it's so difficult and expensive to make a new digital video system, and then at the end of the day, here's how it works. DJI gets like half the pie, and then everybody else, HC0, Walksnail, that's it, gets the rest of the pie. So basically, a lot of people are just fighting for the scraps that DJI leaves behind, which means the market is extremely small. So I've heard some people say, I'm not interested in getting into that category. It's too competitive. It's not really worth it. It would be very interesting, though, for example, to see TBS partnering with somebody like Walksnail or HC0, and I don't know if that's something they'd be interested in doing. TBS has always, I shouldn't say always, TBS has often been a company who makes their own stuff. There have been cases where they've partnered with other manufacturers before, though. So I don't know. It's just interesting that TBS, like the big thing they do is control link and video link. And they make other stuff too, right? But those are like the two biggest things they do. And for them not to be really involved in the digital stuff is an obvious opportunity. So, very, very interesting. I hope that they come back and are as prominent as they have been.